Fracking is a suitably short, suggestive, precise abbreviation for a long, disturbing, vague process used by the oil industry. Technical name, horizontal hydraulic fracturing. It extracts natural gas from deep in the ground by creating what amount to artificial earthquakes and by sometimes creating flaming faucets. To frack, energy companies drill, then inject water, sand, chemicals, whatever they can find, some of it believed to be toxic, thousands of feet underground to crack rock and free up natural gas. Opponents say the process pollutes water, causes illness, and more. In the case of my next guest, the actor Mark Ruffalo, it creates activists. The documentary Gasland showed how natural gas freed by fracking can mix with water to create a faucet flambé, which looks better on paper than it does when you try to say it. Mark will be in New York's capital, Albany, tomorrow to lobby a top aide to Governor Andrew Cuomo, hoping to discourage the governor from relaxing the state's fracking rules. Here's what others have had to say about the fracking problems. They did so last year on the PBS program Need to Know.
People complain of respiratory ailments. They have chemical sensitivities, shortness of breath, swelling, skin rashes, lesions, severe headaches, nausea, often severe vomiting.
It's pathetic what these gas companies are doing. They're running the states. And ain't gonna be nothing left. No hunting, no fishing, no good water.
Fracking has gone on for decades, but it gained momentum in 2005 when former President Bush signed a bill exempting the gas drillers from some clean water regulations. Since then, there have been protests against fracking, but in a profits first, ask questions later nation, that has clearly not been enough. As promised, here's Mark Ruffalo, actor and environmental activist, on his way to Albany. Pleasure to see you, sir.
Nice to see you. Thank you.
What are you going to be doing in Albany?
I'm meeting with the DEC Commissioner, Joe Martens, and I'm basically going to go to him with a very simple message from the grassroots movement, which is we want you to use the same logic that you're using for New York City and Syracuse and ban fracking for the rest of the state. In effect, the new DEC regulations will ban fracking in the watersheds of New York City and Syracuse, and the rest of the state is considered wide open. And by that logic, we say, hey, why are not the rest of the people in New York State is worthy of protection as the people in New York City and Syracuse?
Well, seriously, I mean, I'm from here, but if I had to pick which cities of New York State I would protect, I'd go like Ithaca first, and then, you know, Rochester and Yonkers and a couple of other. Hastings on Hudson would be a good place since that's my hometown.
Right.
But now the governor's people, as I understand it, say, look, if we do more fracking in these less important areas, which is their, I guess, logic rather than ours, that they might be able to phase out one of the old nuclear facilities. Is there some trade-off there that's worthwhile to even explore?
You know, you're trading one lousy form of energy for another. Yeah. The real question here, and what we need to grapple with, and what Cuomo has a great opportunity to do right now, is to form a green energy economy. You know, today in the USA Today said that the highest paying jobs market and the highest growth market is green energy, the green energy tech. And gas is not our answer. Gas is the bridge to another 40 years of carbon-based fuels.
Right.
And right now, the price of gas is in the tank. It's as low as it's been in 12 years. There's plenty of it out there. It's going to be there for a couple million years. You know, it's not going anywhere. There's no peer-reviewed studies that have been any long environmental impact considerations about what this does over long periods of time. The EPA hasn't finished their study. There's a lot there that our governor could say, hey, we don't need to do this right now.
And it's even what they pump in, the fluids that they pump in, there's no record of what they've used, correct? It could be pure mercury for all we knew.
They just got busted pumping 150,000 gallons of diesel fuel into the ground. They could put anything, they could put any industrial waste down there because they're not accountable to tell us what they are putting down there. And that's the big problem. You know, this is an industry that we have a lot of people looking at as if they're on par with every other industry. Now, every other industry that extracts energy in this country has been vetted by 40 years of regulation. In 2005, this form of energy was completely exempted from the EPA's oversights. And so an energy extraction form that was basically illegal, that people would say would be totally insane, that would never have been allowed to happen, has happened. And because of that, it's gained an unearned legitimacy.
Why is this personal for you?
I live there.
Yeah.
It's my home. And I happen to love New York State. And I made a pilgrimage. I made a journey to one of the places very near my home where they had been doing this. And I went with Robert Kennedy Jr. And there was a group of 40 people there. And they literally looked at Robert Kennedy Jr. as if he was Jesus himself had come to save them. And they didn't have a voice. They didn't, there was no recourse for their loss, for their victimization. The state government had turned their back on them. The federal government had no jurisdiction.
Yeah.
And they reached out to me. Robert is kind of into the gas himself.
Yeah.
And they reached out to me and they said, hey, can you help us? And if I am who I say that I am or who I pretend to be, I have to honor that. I mean, this is a serious industrialization of 32 states.
We're going to have to run out of time here in television in a moment. Can you stay and do something for the internet with me?
Love to.
All right. Mark Ruffalo, actor and activist, and pleasure to hear you speak sincerely about that. That's Countdown. I'm Keith Olbermann. Good night and good luck.